Fuck me, dude. Trying to get me fucking broke, eh? Let's just watch some shit, cause right, I don't really want to talk too much today, cause I gotta fucking wake up in the fucking morning. I gotta go to sleep soon.
3 hours later.
Moments ago, President Donald Trump says he has issued his first tariff on Colombia after 2 U.S. deportation flights
Yeah, I
of
heard about this earlier today.
were not allowed to land in Colombia.
Just moments ago, Donald Trump reacting to the news that Colombia had blocked planes carrying undocumented migrants.
Yeah, because he was trying to deport them
back to their home country.
Yeah,
and
but they were just
now
like, no.
retaliating with tariffs and threats of more tariffs. He said in a post on social media, quote, "I was just informed that the 2 repatriation flights from the United States with a large number of illegal criminals were not allowed to land in Colombia. This order was given by Colombia's socialist president, Gustavo Petro, who is already very unpopular amongst his people. Petro's denial of these flights has jeopardized the national
Yeah, I mean,
security
Gustavo
and
is
public
already a
safety
weird
of the
person.
United States." So he has
He just
then
keeps
gone on,
allowing
goes on to say that he has taken
these people
some
to keep
action
flooding into our
against
country.
the Colombian government, including a 25% tariff on goods coming from Colombia immediately, and he's threatening to raise that to up to 50% next week. He also is calling for a travel ban and immediate visa revocations on the Colombian government officials and sanctions on party members and family members that support the Colombian government.
Maybe stop giving us your goddamn criminals. He's doing all this while golfing at the same time. Caves after Trump threats offers presidential plane for deportation flights.
And Adrian, we do have breaking news. This is coming from our newsroom. According to the office of the president of Colombia, Gustavo Petro, the office is now saying that Colombian President Gustavo Petro is offering his presidential plane to help repatriate deportees from the U.S. This is only coming hours after President Trump did threaten Colombia with a 25% tariff after the Colombian president announced on X that he was blocking U.S. military deportation flights. Earlier today,
he posted this after the two. Ah, fuck it. Fucking Trump, dude. He knows what's up. Fucking AI. Fucking AI, Donald Trump. In a goddamn mafia. Get up. Fuck around and find out. Yeah, with the goddamn happy face right there.
What's scary me?
I am your retribution. I am your retribution. Oh my God.
See, as you can see, the more you around, the more you're gonna find out.
The more you fuck around, the more you're gonna find out. Who wants to fuck around and find out by testing Trump? Yeah. I mean, at this point, it's like, dude, why the fucking... You think just because Biden was a fucking pushover, you think you're gonna you think you're gonna walk all over Trump like you guys tried to do in fucking, what, 2016? Like, yeah, nah, dude. Trump is. He looks like he's fed up with shit. Yeah, at this point, he looks like he's laying down his fucking law. But who knows? Yeah, this isn't Biden. I know, right? Ooh, Biden who just fucking lays over and takes it, or he doesn't even talk to anybody. Where's this one? Civity, he's just getting warmed up. Wait, what? I thought I was subscribed. See?
I think you have emergency powers just like I do, and I'm exercising my emergency powers. You have to exercise them also.
I did exercise.
Well, I
them.
did? No,
You
you
have a
didn't.
very powerful emergency power.
You're
and you
fucking
can do
torching her.
everything within
She's just smiling like a
hours.
fucking
And if
bitch. I fucking
individuals
hate
want to
this
clear
woman.
out their property, they can. Well, yes, but you know that you will be able to go back soon.
Yeah, then she gets called
In a
out.
week.
In a week.
That's a long time a week. I'll be honest. To me, everyone's standing in front of their house. They want to go to work, and they're not allowed to do it.
And the
Yeah,
most
everyone-
important
A week
thing
is a
for
long
people to
time.
be safe.
They're safe.
We
They're
want
safe. You know
people
what?
to
They're not
be
safe. They're not
safe.
safe now.
They took the mic from her.
A few moments later.
As we speak, there are 6,000 acres burning in my district on the Mexican border. There will be more fires until we include in any disaster relief.
A week
This
a
is so
long time.
funny.
Safe.
They're safe. They're safe. You know what? They're not safe. They're not safe now.
A few
God damn it. Oh, this dumb bitch.
moments later.
As we speak, there are 6,000 acres burning in my district on the Mexican border. There will
Why don't
be
you go
more
fucking
fires
suck
until
fucking Fidel
we
Castro's
include
dick
in any disaster relief
in his
items which will
grave?
prevent it
Wow.
or at least mitigate it from happening
You
again.
fucking
So
cunt.
you're going to see us proposing both of those. The
Like water. Little
we're
things
gonna
like
do
water.
that for them.
You know, the party of common sense. See, we're the party of common sense. You're not, in all fairness.
Yes, sir.
We like water to put out fires. It's really quite
He just
efficient.
keeps fucking roasting. He's just fucking with the.
Mr. President, without your help, they're only going to get $43,000 from the federal government, even if they have a half
Well, you know,
million dollar
you did
uninsured
something,
loss.
Brad, where every insurance company in the country left California. That's why you have no insurance, because you made it so impossible. People that think like you made it so impossible. And you know,
Brad, me?
every insurance company.
People like me.
I'll tell you this.
About my thinking.
I've never seen a state where almost nobody has insurance. And I said, what happened? And they said, like 6 months ago, they all left.
Oh my god.
And 2 years ago, they had different, quadrants, but they left. And you have very little insurance here. I mean, I've never seen anything like it. You know what? They're not safe. They're not safe now. That's why you have no insurance, because you made it so impossible.
They're not
People
safe
that think
now.
like you made it so impossible. The party of common sense. See, we're the party of common sense. You're not, in all fairness.
You're not,
Water
in
to
all
put out fires.
fairness.
It's really quite efficient.
You're fired. You're not fair. Oh.
Jehovah's Witness.
What?
Buddhism. Jerry's kids. Oh yeah. Scientology.
These are big people. I know
Scientology.
everything they're doing. I know every move they make. I get it. But a lot of people don't.
Yeah, he was just fucking Trump was just fucking throwing jabs at everyone. They hate him because they know he's right. They hate him because they know he will always be right. Well, I mean, yeah. Well, a lot of people have been calling these people out on their bullshit for years, and they have just sat there and done nothing. Just sat there with their fucking shit-eating grin, while everyone fucking shit slings at them, and they're just, yeah, we're fixing it. Not. Smoldering contrast between a real leader and a DEI leader. Melania smirked when Donald Trump when he said a week was a yeah. Dude, she was she was laughing. Just out of nowhere. A week is a long time. She was so fucking happy about it. It works on the weekends, yeah. You can see Melania loved Trump more now than ever. Oh, it's so fucking hilarious. He's getting better day by day. Trump is so... Oh, it's so good. Yeah, it's only the beginning, too. Right, it's only, what, 6 days into his fucking presidency? Motherfucker just walked in, and he's fucking throwing jabs at everyone. Who didn't like Trump never bother to just shut the fuck up and listen, or think, or ask questions. I know, right? Started raining after this meeting, dousing all the fires. Trump brought the storm. He is literally the rainmaker. I mean, it was raining earlier. Trump likes water to fight fire. I like President Trump to fight for us. God, family, country. What? Yeah, this morning, or was it this morning? It was it was like the afternoon, or, well, I mean, it was technically still kind of morning. It was raining. Ugh. Yeah. Yeah. It's only just the beginning. Democrats and Republicans are already looking to 2028. Here's who's in the running. Oh, God. Oh, God. Hasn't rolled out running in 2020. Yeah, I heard about that. She won't go quietly into the night. Our work is not done yet. But is she just gonna put her head down and work? Is that it? She just puts her head down and works? She's unburdened by what has been, right? To be burdened by, and to be unburdened by what has been. Harris plots ambitious political comeback. Yeah, I wonder how that's gonna go. You guys were in power for 4 years and you guys didn't do shit. And then when Trump walks in, he's already fucking shit slinging on day day 1 through 6. He's already fucking tossing people out. Picks for 2020 elections show White House race already heating up. Who are they going to pick? Oh God, not Newsom. Jesus. Oh God, not Buttigieg. Oh jeez. Kamala Harris plus 2. 2000. Congressman pushes amendment to allow Trump a third term, but not Obama, Clinton, or Bush.
Bye bye.
It's Johnny. It's Donald J. Trump. Oh yeah, this is Donald J. Trump. Yeah, I heard of it. Yeah, apparently they're trying to amend amend the term limits. If they want to, that's up to them. Anything could be amended by the right. I mean, to be honest, the forefathers allowed for amendments to happen within right some of the documents and right. So I mean, if they really wanted to, they could. Uh, should give Vance an easy win. I mean, yeah, honestly, if she ran against Vance, I mean, who's gonna probably be running 2028, right? Probably gonna be like Vance or something. I guess Kamala. Who was the other people? They said Buttigieg. Yikes! Oh yeah, Newsom. Yeah, Newsom wanted to run. For sure. Yeah, I think they would try to put up Newsom for sure. I don't know who Josh Shapiro is. Fucking Pete Buttigieg. Jesus, that would be chaos. I hate to say it, but fuck that guy. He's the worst person known to me. And Michelle Obama. Yeah, I don't know about that one. Gretchen Whitmer. I don't know about that one. Vivek. Okay. Oh yeah, you have Oh my God. Yeah, that's right. You have Junior too. Yeah, dude. And then wait, Tucker Carlson is thinking about running? Wait, what? Honestly, I think Ron DeSantis wouldn't run because he's the Florida governor or mayor or whatever. So yeah. Yeah, I would think he would still want to keep his role in that, but who knows? Or yeah, she's more likely to do than running for office in 2020. She's done like CNN. Or as taken by Tulsi Gabbard, she hasn't done anything to warrant the amount of adoration that they have for her. For Pete's sake, she helped to screw our country over when she was in Congress. She fell in line with the rest of the Dems. I mean, you're not wrong, right? She did turn coat, right? She did turn coat, and then she started holding more right wing values, right? As she started to get into more of her political career. But yeah, we have tons of surely conservative voices to pick from who have been loyal America First pagers from day one. But no, y'all want to overlook them and pick someone who just flipped sides and has a terrible record instead of those who have a fantastic record. Absolutely bewildering behavior. I mean, you're not wrong. Yeah, it is strange why people do that. I guess people forget. That's the only thing I can think of why they do that. Or they see for whatever reason, they see something in that person that for whatever reason, they want that person to win so much. She can go be a manager at McDonald's now and serve Trump the drive-through. There was that one meme of her going into a McDonald's, getting a job, trying to get a job. Big Mike for Prince. God damn it. Fucking, that's the Michelle Obama shit. Fuck. Oh my god, people are so mean. Oh, it's so good. Gavin Newsom is blurting out something about immigrant rights. Okay, let's hear it.
In California, I want folks to know you have rights. Know your rights. Learn more about your rights. Legal protection. Know that you should continue to send your kids to camp, summer school. Know that you should feel confident going to work. We have your back. You know, we've been through this before. We lived through this. Same political theater in the 1990s, Prop 187. 3 strikes, you're out. The fear of the other. We have people talking down to people, talking past to people. We're better than that. We're resilient. We came out stronger than ever on the other side. That's the spirit of our state, and spirit defines this moment.
Yeah, I
just wanna
wonder
say
about that.
To folks that are anxious about a knock on the door, when we talk about knowing your rights, no abras la puerta. And without a warrant, you don't have to open the door.
Oh, hell no!
Without
I mean, if a SWAT team comes barreling through your door and you're all like, yeah, you're not gonna open the door, they're gonna fucking kick down that door and fucking shoot you. Like, what? Like, what is this man talking about?
without a warrant, you do not have to open the door. You have the right to due process. You have the right to legal representation. We're going to make sure you know more about that. We're going to make sure our judicial system sends that message out. Our educational system, our healthcare system will send that message out. Our education.
What is it? Well, I realize what kind of person he is.
Sends that message out. Our educational system, our healthcare system will send out the same message. We're Californians. It's a special place. The spirit of this state is a spirit of reconciling all our interesting differences, uniting, as we like to say, around our common humanity. We're better than this moment in the United States of America, and know we're going to get through it stronger than ever.
Let's make everyone a Californian. I wonder why everyone's leaving the fucking state then and going somewhere else. So giddy and smug and happy about everything though. I know, right? And then he does his little shoulder fucking his shoulder twisting and his weird like smirking. It's like, what are you doing, man? The loon that burned LA. Or every 10 minutes, and he is definitely one. It is a privilege to immigrate to these United States, not a birth-giving right. Yeah. He's a U.S. Justin Trudeau, basically. Jesus, California, wake up. I mean, he's a commie. Literally. Have you not noticed, like, some of our politicians in California? They're fucking commies. Literally. Their policies do some communistic, socialistic shit. Like, they are some shady motherfuckers. That's why I don't like California. Because it's shady as fuck down here. Just look at the fucking... Just look at how many people are getting fucking fucked up on drugs. And then they pass out drugs like it's free. And then they give free money to illegals. It's like, Jesus fuck, man. And then you got a bunch of gangbangers fucking, doing trafficking and drugs and shit. It's like, oh man. It's all bad. It's just all fucking bad. I mean, just look at fucking Snoop Dogg and what he was into back in his day, right? P. Diddy and all those fuckwits. They all did shady shit back in the day. I mean, some of them got out, and good for them. But they all had a fucking dark fucking life. Shady ass motherfuckers. Literally getting fucking civilians wrapped up in their bullshit and getting them fucking killed. Islam, peace through death. Jeez. Same with the government. They just allow people to get fucking murdered by these retards.
Was first made a few years ago. Congresswoman Ilhan Omar tried to knock it
And then
down
they
by
make the
calling it
policies that
absurd. Then when
fucking
the
do the
media
whole
turned up
catch
a
and
wedding-
release and allow criminals to fucking get out 17 times and fuck people up constantly. Yeah, no,
certificate.
thank you. I'm good. I'd rather
Omar
fucking
went
stab
silent,
you
refusing to make any
or fucking slice your throat and make sure you fucking bleed out.
comments at all, saying she does not talk about her family or personal life. Well, now others are talking, like Abdul Hakim Osman, a prominent member
Yeah,
of the
fuck this
Minneapolis
bitch too.
Somali
I say we
community,
deport her
who is
ass.
now on the record telling the
fuck
Daily Mail
it.
that in 2009, Elon
Fucking
Omar
another
married
commie,
her
by the way.
biological brother,
AOC
Ahmed
commie
Saeed
as well.
Almi, so that he could legally remain in the U.S. and attend college.
Yeah.
At the time, Omar was married to Ahmed Hersey, but it was a religious marriage, meaning there was no Minnesota state record stating that she and Hersey were husband and wife, and so marrying her brother would allow her sibling to get his legal immigration.
Yeah, she's the one that married her brother, by the way. This is what people voted for, by the way. Good job, you fucking retards. I hope you all fucking burn in hell, by the way.
Immigration documents. But Mr. Osman isn't just saying that Omar married her biological brother. He also gave the Daily Mail the name of the Christian minister who married them. That minister reportedly says she does not want to be involved or interviewed about Congresswoman Omar.
Yeah. I wonder why, you shady fucks. I hope you all fucking burn in hell. You all deserve the fucking pike. Fuck you people. You guys are the worst fucking people known to man. Literally want to cause civil war. And hey, if you want to cause civil war, I don't mind putting a bullet into you fuckers. You guys are such fucking cunts. I'm so tired of this shit. I mean, at this point, I'll fucking... I'll do it with my bare hands. You know how easy it is to fucking dislocate someone's neck from their fucking shoulders? It's pretty fucking easy, actually. Or cultural enrichment. Using her privilege, who votes for us? Oh yeah, if you haven't noticed, I am a trained killer. Literally. Some of the shit I fucking say, I really fucking mean it. I will... There are certain aspects where you should watch out. Anyone can be a trained killer.
Then I need to get your driver's license.
You're not going to arrest me when I did not. I stopped the stop sign, and you have the audacity.
Oh, I would just take out this lady's legs. I don't give a fuck. I'd just fucking slam the fucker. I'd be so done with this. I have no remorse for dumb people.
Okay, you're gonna arrest me, and I did not run a stop sign. Okay.
Relax for me. Relax. Relax.
No. You should tell her not to relax. You should tell her to.
No, you're not relaxed.
You should tell her to flee so that you can fucking slam her. Fucking dumb whore. Some of these people deserve jail time. Must be a senator from a foreign country. So she just refused to show her license. Just why? Did she not have it on her? If that's the case, just say that and pay the ticket. Like, just why? If you have it, it's no biggie, and if you don't, then that's just a normal ticket. No, you're being too reasonable. Stop it. You're too reasonable, okay?
You say you're gonna arrest me.
Yep, turn around.
Okay.
Regina Goodwin, a Democrat, argues with Tulsa County Sheriff on January, repeatedly asking Goodwin for her driver's license, but she refused, so she got arrested.
Then I need to get your driver's license.
You're not going to arrest me when I did not. I stopped the stop sign, and you have the audacity. You're going to arrest me.
If you don't give me your driver's license, I need your driver's license.
Do what you got to do.
Okay, turn around.
You say you're going to arrest me.
Fucking Democrats, man.
Relax for me. Relax.
Yeah, I mean, if she wanted it, she wants it. Let's go. No one's above the law, remember? Yeah. If Biden was to show up in front of me, no one's above the law. I'd fucking lay his ass out on the fucking pavement if I had to. Fuck that guy. And his wife, too. A fucking lying-ass bitch. Fuck that, dude. I'm so sick and tired of these people. If it was Twitch CEO Dan Clancy, I'd fucking lay his ass out too. Fuck that guy too.
Well, exactly 2 weeks ago, at this very
I don't trust any of these
hour,
fucking
I had
people in
seen enough of what
California.
was happening to Matt Gaetz' nomination for Attorney General in the United States Senate to declare with confidence right here that Matt Gaetz would not, could not be confirmed, wasn't going to happen. And just 2 days later, Donald Trump then withdrew Matt Gaetz' nomination for Attorney General. And tonight, Pete Hegseth's confirmation for Secretary of Defense has now hit the same wall in the United States Senate that blocked the Gaetz nomination. Pete Hegseth is not going to be confirmed for Secretary of Defense.
But
it's
at this age, like,
if
yeah,
we're
I know.
on the same schedule,
But he did
we were
get
on
picked.
with the Matt Gaetz
Also,
nomination,
Matt Gaetz.
That means Donald Trump will give up on Pete
Matt
Hegseth
Gaetz said he stepped down
on Thursday.
You sure
on his
about all
own.
that?
No, I mean, he didn't want the.
We go now to Washington,
Right,
where
'cause
one of
the
the president's
optics
most
of
contentious
everything,
cabinet
it was
nominees
looking bad.
won Senate approval overnight by one of the slimmest margins in history. ABC's Perry Russum joins us now. Perry, this required a
Oh,
rare
it's raining
tiebreak.
again. Hey.
Yeah, Whit, good morning. This was historic. The second time in U.S. history, a vice president had to step in and cast the tie-breaking vote for a cabinet position.
And the nomination is confirmed.
This morning, Pete Hegseth confirmed as the next Secretary of Defense.
Yeah, I think I have a
Pete
video
Hegseth
up on that.
is not going to be confirmed for Secretary of Defense. It's all over.
I'm honored to have Pete. I think Pete's going to be a great Secretary of Defense.
Dramatic moments on the Senate floor. With the vote tied 50-50, Vice President J.D. Vance called in to cast the deciding vote.
The vice president votes in the affirmative.
Hegseth doesn't have a chance.
We will bring peace
Hegseth
through strength.
doesn't have it.
And the three principles I talked about are what we will bring to that Pentagon. Restore the warrior ethos in everything that we do, rebuild our military, and reestablish deterrence. We don't want to fight wars. We want to deter them, as you said, and we want to end them responsibly. But if we need to fight them, we're going to bring overwhelming and decisive force to close with and destroy the enemy and bring our boys home.
You got me this time, Kirby. You're all fired.
You're fired. You're all fired. Yeah, J.D. Vance votes yes. Hegseth, Secretary of Defense, 5150. That's what it's because it literally came down to JD Vance's vote. As what Turtle Boy McConnell or Turkey Turtle Boy McConnell didn't vote for him, so they had to wait for JD Vance to come in and break the stalemate. Three rhinos voted for it was McConnell. Oh yeah, Collins and Murkowski. Yeah, Collins and Murkowski, they have always been rhinos. Yeah, McConnell too, yeah, basically. That's why I always fucking joked about McConnell sometimes, because he's a shady fuck. As light so much as Lip said, see ya, we're out of here. Lawrence O'Donnell defense, he thought Kamala was still the tie-breaking vote. These Rhino Democrat losers even make it seem like the 76 Tampa Bay Buccaneers are absolute NFL legends. YouTube at it again with the shadow bans. Yeah, I mean, that's Google for you. What can you do when Google is a leftist company, literally? Oh well, some of I shouldn't say that, but I mean the right who's the person heading right the Google, like the CEO or whatever, right? He's a fucking leftist. That's for, he hates Elon Musk too. So yeah, yeah. Those losers can't stop losing. Lawrence O'Donnell looks like the funeral home corpse. People don't realize that Pete doesn't benefit financially from this position. He made $2 million a year with Fox, and the SOD makes $170K. Secretary of Defense. Thank you, Pete, for your sacrifice. Oh yeah, here's the Columbia stuff. Because Trump was like, you better fucking take them or else I'll fucking put tariffs on your bitch ass.
U.S. President Donald Trump said on Sunday he would impose sweeping retaliatory measures on Colombia, including tariffs, sanctions, and travel bans. The move comes after the South American country turned away 2 U.S. military aircrafts, with the migrants being deported as part of the new U.S. administration's immigration crackdown. Trump's swift action appeared aimed at making an example of Colombia, to dissuade other countries from defying him on deportation flights. He said Colombian President Gustavo Petro's refusal jeopardized U.S. national security, and has directed his administration to take retaliatory measures. That includes imposing emergency 25% tariffs on all goods coming into the United States, which will go up to 50% in 1 week, as well as a travel ban and visa revocations on Colombian government officials and its allies. Petro condemned the practice, suggesting it treated migrants like criminals. And in response, Colombia threatened a 50% tariff on U.S. goods. According to the State Department, the United States is Colombia's largest trade and investment partner, and Colombia is also the U.S.'s third largest trade partner in Latin America. Mexico also refused a request last week to let a U.S. military aircraft land with migrants. Trump did not take similar action against Mexico, the U.S.'s largest trade partner, but has said he was thinking of imposing 25% duties on imports from Canada and Mexico.
Yeah, that's
on
the
February
25%
1st.
tariff. And then if he then he would keep probably increasing the tariff if he didn't fucking accept it. Even Colombia doesn't want Colombians? Well, I mean, because the Colombians that they fucking gave us are probably their goddamn, were in their prison system and then didn't fucking, and then they deported them to us and then we got them and then they keep sending them back and forth Like, dude, you fucking better take your goddamn people back, you fucking assholes. Yeah, they don't want them. That's what. Yeah, exactly. Colombia has already backed down and will accept all flights. Sources Colombia President X page and his social media. Yeah. That any country would have to empty their prisons and send them to America. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's so fucking weird that Venezuela and some of these other countries did that shit. Right? They're literally offloading their prison system into the EU, the UK, the US, right? Canada, into all these other fucking countries. And it's like, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you so goddamn retarded? Medical changed his mind in about 10 minutes. I mean, it's another thing for like, you know, the dumbass streamers like Jack Doherty and the Ramsey, Khalid, Ishmael, dumbass, Johnny Smalley, fucking retard, right? Or the Logan Pauls, right? Those I'm surprised they didn't get caught up in the prison system of those countries. Well, I mean, Johnny Smalley did. Yeah. And I hope he gets fucked up in there. Logan Paul should have got caught up in the fucking Japan system and got fucked up. Same with Jack Doherty. I don't know why that kid isn't in our fucking prison system. That motherfucker should be in there. There's a lot of motherfuckers who are streamers who do a lot of fucking shady shit. Fucking shady. If I were to see some of them, I might actually fucking break some of their legs. Yeah, Aaron Adams claims when he complained about illegals to Biden admin, he was told to be a good Democrat. Shut the fuck up, Aaron. You're such a fucking cunt. You're just as that Merrick Aaron Adams is just as of a cunt as fucking Newscum is. The dude is on the same level as Newscum.
From, foreign nationals who have no right to be here to come into your city and you have to pay for it.
Literally allow criminals to be out on the fucking streets to fuck people up.
Clearly my belief, and based on
fucking blue states catch and release motherfuckers.
I can't go into detail, but there are other aspects of it.
Oh, I can't go into detail? Why? Because it will implicate you legally for being a retard?
If you could just walk through and leave out the parts you can't talk about, of course, but...
You wish you got that fucking pardon from Biden, huh? You fucking idiot.
At the beginning of the Biden administration.
Same with Newscom. He wished he got that fucking pardon from Biden, but he didn't. Same with Karen Bass. She wished she got that fucking pardon.
Showing up in New York, they have no money, they have no jobs, they have no place to stay.
You all fucking deserve the fucking fire.
So you go to Washington. What were those meetings like?
All
if you
of
want
you.
to flee and you're fleeing oppression, you should come. Sharing with them that this was a problem. Sharing with
Elizabeth Warren
I spoke with
too.
the president
Yeah,
himself.
fuck that bitch.
I spoke with the president first. Then the president
Deserve the
came
fire.
here to New York City. The governor and I sat down with the president. And I said, Mr. President, I'm not sure what they're telling you about this problem, but this is a terrible problem that's playing out on the ground. That we need to fix our border, and we need to just stop allowing people to come into the country with no destiny.
The border is closed. The border is secure.
The border is closed. Yeah, Yeah, you say that, but why are we still letting people in, huh?
There was some.
Why are there still people flying across the country into work? Goddamn.
Without any work authorization. Like, what do you do with someone that cannot provide for themselves for that long period of time?
Well, what do you do?
We had to house them. We had to feed, clothe, house, educate 40,000 children, hold them into a shelter system, the complete package of what you would do for an adult that can't take care of themselves.
Wow. And so you tell the president and his aides this, and what do they say?
The message is quite clear. Do not come. The border is secure.
Basically, be a good Democrat, Eric.
Be a good Democrat?
That was the basic overall theme. You know, one of his aides told me that, listen, this is like a gallstone. It'll pass.
It's like a gallstone, it'll pass.
Yes. It'll hurt now, but it'll pass.
Well, you pee it out then.
Right.
Why do you have to?
Well said.
I can't guarantee we're going to solve everything, but I can guarantee we can make everything better.
This is like a gallstone.
Yeah, for 4 years. Right? Do I gotta get that one fucking clip? 4 more years. Pause. You all deserve the pike and fire. I don't believe... I mean, it's the year of the snake, right? Why should you believe a snake? It's in their nature to fucking strike when you least expect it. You piss off a snake, they'll fucking strike you, man. Alright, what do we got? ICE detains nearly 50, including TDA members and raid of makeshift nightclub in Adams County. Wait, what?
ICE and the DEA raided a makeshift nightclub
early
this morning in Adams County that they say is run by members of the Venezuelan gang Tren de Aragua. A total of 49 people were inside, and immigration officials say 41 were in the country illegally. Authorities seized drugs, weapons, and cash. Fox 31's Kasha Karich joins us live from the DEA's office in Centennial with the very latest on this investigation. Kasha?
Yeah, Kim, the DEA told me this months-long investigation into this Venezuelan gang TDA started during the Biden administration and carried over into Trump's. But despite this administration change, this operation was just normal business for the DEA.
I feel like the people in Denver metro area can wake up today and feel like they have a safer city to live in.
Dozens of people in handcuffs, surrounded by law enforcement in this morning's snowy conditions at a makeshift nightclub near Federal and 65th.
This nightclub only sets up on certain weekends, and it's invitation only to members of TDA and their associates. So they send out invite across social media.
The DEA says about 50 people who were in the country illegally were taken into custody, many connected to TDA.
We took people who were selling drugs. There was potential prostitution at the location. There was guns at the location. We know they're involved in much higher level drug trafficking.
Hey, they got everything.
A lot of them went to jail today.
DEA is reporting
they got
TDA
drugs, they got
across
fucking
the Denver
weapons,
metro area.
they got
In the beginning,
fucking,
I think a lot of the focus
they got
was
human.
on the folks in Aurora, especially after the videos that came out on the internet.
They got
They've
the whole
moved
9
around
yards,
other
yo.
places to kind of take some of the heat off themselves.
Those in custody could be seen bussed away from the location with crime tape, beer bottles, and broken windows left behind.
This is the normal course of business for DEA, right? So this was a DEA operation targeting drug traffickers. In this case, they happen to be illegal aliens, and our ICE friends took care of that part of it. But we're going to continue to go after drug traffickers wherever we find them.
And the DEA says those who were taken into custody will now go through the legal process with ICE. Reporting live in Centennial, Kasha Karich, Fox 31.
All right, Kasha, thank you.
Oh, shit. Well, there you have it. Mayor Johnson needs to find a new cash supply. That's what. He's been doing that mafia shit. Biden had the DEA on a vacation while he was in office. I mean, you're not wrong with California doing the whole catch and release shit too. Fucking allowing some of these fucking repeat offense, like some of these guys have like more than get out more than like 3 times, and they keep fucking getting into trouble. Ugh. Trump ousts more than a dozen inspectors generals in late-night auction reports. President Donald Trump fired inspectors general from more than a dozen federal agencies in a late-night action, allowing him to appoint his own choices overseeing the agencies. Senate Judiciary Chairman Chuck Grassley expressed concern that Congress was not given the required 30 days notice about the dismissal. Well, obviously, probably. He probably was just like, fuck these people. I don't want them in there anymore. Effective immediately. Get the fuck out. Senate Democratic leader Chuck Schumer called the firing a chilling purge. They might violate federal law. Shut the fuck up, Chuck Schumer. You violated so much shit. I hope you fucking burn in hell, you fucking old bat. Democratic Senator Elizabeth Warren. Get the fuck out of here, too. You're an old bat who needs to be burned at the stake. Stated that Trump is dismantling checks on his power, leading to potential widespread corruption. What? Excuse me? You guys were in power for 4 fucking years. 4 fucking years and you didn't do fucking fuck all. You fucking burn in hell, too. Fuck you. This action was characterized as a purge aimed at replacing oversight officials with individuals loyal to Trump. Key agencies affected including defense, state, and transportation, indicating a significant reshaping of the federal bureaucracy. Good. Fuck all of them. Dismissal are noted to breach federal law. Fuck the federal law. Federal law can go fuck itself, too. Bunch of assholes. They don't even do anything either. Public reaction to the dismissals was largely negative, with critics including Democratic lawmakers condemning the actions as an abuse of power. Shut the fuck up. It's an executive order. Motherfucker can fire you if he wanted to. He's the goddamn president. Get the fuck out of here. They argue that these firings dismantled the independent oversight, thereby undermining accountability. Hey, if he fires you and he can appoint someone right there immediately, and they can do the job immediately and is able to do it way better than the previous motherfucker, what's the problem? Conversely, some supporters of Trump viewed the firings as necessary to ensure the Inspector General aligned with the administration objectives, though this support was less prominent in public discourse. Well, I mean, obviously. The Democrats don't want to tell you that. Oh, but it wasn't democratic. Shut the fuck up. A lot of this isn't democratically elected anyways. So you shut the fuck up and let it happen, motherfucker. Literally, people allowed you to do your shit for 4 years, and you did fucking fuck all. Yeah, no, it's good. I'm good. If it was me, I'd fucking slice your guys' throats. And then fucking parade it around fucking social media. For being goddamn retards. Dismissals of Inspector General may contravene federal law, specifically the requirements that mandate Congress he be notified 30 days in advance of any terminations. This raises the potential for legal challenges or congressional investigations, as their actions seem to undermine the legal protections meant to preserve the independence of these oversight officials. Moreover, the firings are likely to bring about heightened scrutiny regarding the integrity and transparency. Shut the fuck up. There was no integrity and transparency for the 4 years we had. You guys literally told people to get the shot or else we would fire you. Yeah, what happened to some of those people? They didn't get the shot and some of them were actually fired. Get the fuck out of here. No. I'd fucking... No thank you. I'd fucking slice your throat. Fuck you. Trump's borders are, if you're in the country illegally, you got a problem. Yeah. You probably shouldn't be doing that. President Donald Trump is sending 1,500 active duty Army soldiers and Marines to the southwest border after declaring a state of emergency there. The Pentagon states this troop deployment is just the beginning of a more robust military presence at the border. Mark Nevitt, a law professor, indicates that Trump is pushing military involvement in border security, which traditionally not its role. Oh yeah. Also, all those humanitarian effort motherfuckers who are trying to help these illegal immigrants, I hope you all get fucking fired. Fuck you guys. I don't think you guys are doing something shady too. Senior defense official clarified that none of the forces that we're sending there are intended to be used for law enforcement. What was Tom Homan's announcement regarding? Oh yeah, just to be frank, I don't give a fuck about anybody. If I had to, I'd put anybody's head on a fucking pike. Whether it be fucking Donald Trump, Biden, fucking Asmund, if anyone were to fucking cross me, I'd fucking you bet your ass that pike is coming. If it's Hassan, if it's fucking criminal destiny, yeah, if it's even you, Mr. Little Poop, I'd put your fucking head on a pike if I had to. There's no discrimination. Everyone gets one. Hellman expressed that the administration is committed to enforcing the law and prioritizing public safety, indicating that the initiative is a serious matter for the administration. Shad Pike me too. The Pentagon states this troop is just the beginning of more robust. I read that. Senior defense clarified that none of the forces that we're sending there are intended to be used for law enforcement. Yeah. Yeah, they're just there to fucking deterrent, basically. Get the fuck out. If you are doing it illegally, yeah, good luck. You're not happening. Get the fuck out. Ramaswamy expect a run of Ohio. Governor would test experience Republicans and tradition. How does Ramaswamy's candidacy impact the current Republican field for Ohio's governor? Wait, what? I hate when it does that. The AI does. Oracle Assistant does some weird shit sometimes. Decision to run for governor of Ohio. Oh yeah, so a lot of people were given flack about given flack to Vivek Ramaswamy about not being a part of Doge or being like kicked out of Doge, even though he was like, oh no, I'm going for Ohio instead. Combination on his background connection and the changing political landscape in Ohio. Coming from a business background as a biotech entrepreneur and being a former presidential candidate, he seeks to leverage these experiences to appeal to voters. Moreover, he aims to capitalize on his popularity among Trump supporters and his relationships with political figures like J.D. Vance and Bernie Moreno, which can enhance his candidacy in a competitive primary. I mean, to be frank, if he was a part of Doge, I don't think he would have that much of a capacity. I don't think he would be doing much. Whereas if he actually run for like governor or mayor or something, right, he'd actually be doing a lot more. I think that's why he chose the way he chose. But, you know, who knows? That is up to him to make his choice on to why he chose. How does Ramaswamy candidacy impact the current Republican field? What? Candidacy complicates the election dynamics season. Candidacy eyeing the governorship since it arrives at the term limitation of current governor Mike DeWine. DeWine, sorry. His popularity among Trump's base may attract voters who prefer his outsider perspective, while traditionally Republicans may be concerned about the lack of political experience compared to established figures like Attorney General Dave Yost. The shift in voters' preference could lead to a significant realignment within the Republican Party, or primary, sorry. What is the significance of Ramaswamy's ethnic background in the context of his campaign? As the son of an Indian immigrant, Ramaswamy candidacy brings a fresh identity to Ohio politics, potentially appealing to diverse voter groups. His background might challenge traditional notions within the Republican Party, particularly concerning minority representation and outreach. Governor aims to become governor of Ohio after leaving President Donald Trump's Department of Governor efficiency. His candidacy complicates the race of veteran Republican politicians hoping to succeed term-limited Governor Mike DeWine. Ramaswamy enjoys support from Trump's followers and has connections with J.D. Vance and Frank Moreno. He faces criticism from both establishment Republicans and the populist pro-Trump faction. Oh, there you have it. Did Ramaswamy make the right choice instead of going with Doge? I don't know, probably. I don't even know what Doge was. I mean, Doge is something new, so it would probably take some time getting running and operating, right? Versus if he can just go into a governor position where he can easily figure out what's going on, right? What to do, and fix things that need to be fixed. Whereas with the Doge, they would need some time to get ready and started and all that because it's something new. Trump issuing emergency 25% tariffs against Colombia after country turned back at deportation flights. Yeah, we heard the news earlier because they weren't accepting the guys. Sorry, the people, not the guys. People. So Trump was like, you better fucking take them or else we'll put tariffs on you. Yeah. I also on X or on Twitter yeah, a lot of these politicians use Twitter a lot. I wonder why. Fucking dumbasses. What time is it? 10:40. Okay, well, let's go over JD Vance interview. We're gonna do the thing, all right? We're gonna get the note. We're gonna see what specific things he hits on, and then we'll see.
Pete Hegseth, it was a tie. Pete Hegseth.
Uh-oh, they went for the Hegseth stuff. Uh-oh.
Opposition, smallest margin since the job was created. You had to break that tie. If the nominee can't unite your party, how's he going to lead 3 million people?
Well, look, I think Pete is a disruptor, and a lot of people don't like that disruption, but Margaret, that disruption is incredibly necessary. If you think about all of those bipartisan massive votes, we have to ask ourselves, what did they get us? They got us a country where we fought many wars over the last 40 years, but haven't won a war about as long as I've been alive. They've got us a military with a major recruitment crisis, a procurement price crisis that's totally dysfunctional, where we buy airplanes for billions and billions of dollars, terrible cost overruns, the delivery dates are always delayed. So we need a big change. Now, admittedly, there are people who don't like that big change, but it is necessary, and it's explicitly what Donald J. Trump ran on And I think part of the reason why the American people elected him their 47th president.
So the main objective is changing all of that? That it's going to be Pete Hegseth alone?
I'd say the main problem the main thing that we want Pete Hegseth to do is to fix the problems at the Department of Defense. And unfortunately, there are many. We've gotten into way too many wars that we don't have a plan for winning. We've gotten into way too many misadventures that we shouldn't have got into in the very first place. And our procurement process, Margaret, is incredibly broken. We're
Those
in
are
an
policy
era.
decisions.
Well, of course, they're policy decisions, but they're also logistical and implementation decisions. If you look at where we are with the rise of artificial intelligence, with the rise of drone technology and drone warfare, we have to really, top to bottom, change the way that we fund the procurement of weapons, the way that we arm our troops. This is a major period of disruption, and we think Pete Hegseth is the guy to lead the job. Now, there's another element to this, Margaret, too, which is we believe that military morale, at least until the election of President Trump, was historically low. You had the Army missing recruitment goals by tens of thousands of soldiers, and already recruitment is starting to pick up because Pete Hegseth is fundamentally a warfighter's leader at the Department of Defense. He is a guy who sees not through the perspective of the generals or the bureaucrats, he looks at things through the perspective of the men and women that we send off to fight in our wars.
Both the Wall Street Journal and the National Review, conservative publications, as you know, have been critical of Tulsi Gabbard. The Review called her an atrocious nominee who deserves to be defeated. They compared her defense of Edward Snowden, the fugitive who stole U.S. secrets, to an attorney general who thinks the mob gets a bad rap. Her refusal to accept U.S. intelligence findings that Assad gassed his own people, they said, was like a nominee for OMB director not being able to count. Does any of this give you pause putting her in charge of the U.S. intelligence community? Yes or no?
No, Margaret, look, these are publications that attacked Donald J. Trump obsessively, but those publications don't determine who the president is, the American people do.
Him.
And Donald J. Trump is the person who determines who his cabinet is, not these publications that I think, frankly, have lost relevance.
The Senate will ultimately decide.
Well, the Senate will provide advice and consent, as is its constitutional obligation, but I feel confident that Tulsi Gabbard will ultimately get through. Two things that are important to know about Tulsi. First of all, she is a career military servant who's had a classification at the highest levels for nearly 2 decades. She has impeccable character, impeccable record of service, and she also is a person who I think is going to bring some trust back to the intelligence services. The bureaucrats at our intelligence services have gotten completely out of control. They've been part of the weaponization of our political system, the weaponization of our justice system.
I think
we
just
need
spelled
to
their
have
name wrong,
good
but
intelligence services who keep us safe.
can't really
but part
do
of that
much.
is restoring trust in those services, and we think Tulsi's the right person to do it. That's
She
why the
doesn't trust
president.
those intelligence services.
She recognizes that the bureaucrats have gotten out of control, and we need somebody there who's going to rein them in and return those services to their core mission of identifying information that's going to keep us safe.
You campaigned on lowering prices for consumers. We've seen all of these executive orders. Which one lowers prices?
We have done a lot, and there have been a number of executive orders that have caused already jobs to start coming back into our country, which is a core part of lowering prices. More capital investment, more job creation in our economy is one of the things that's going to drive down prices for all consumers, but also raise wages so that people can afford to buy the things that they need. If you look at our slate of executive orders, no, Margaret, prices are going to come down, but it's going to take a little bit of time, right? The president has been president for all of 5 days. I think that in those 5 days, he's accomplished more than Joe Biden did in 4 years. It's been an incredible breakneck pace of activity. We're going to work with Congress. We're, of course, going to have more executive orders, and we're going to try to take a little bit of time. More job creation in our economy is one of the things that's going to drive down prices for all consumers, but also raise wages so that people can afford to buy the things that they need. If you look at our slate of executive orders, no, Margaret, prices are going to come down, but it's going to take a little bit of time, right? The president has been president for all of 5 days. I think that in those 5 days, he's accomplished more than Joe Biden did in 4 years. It's been an incredible breakneck pace of activity. We're going to work with Congress. We're, of course, going to have more executive orders, and we're going to try, the way that you lower prices is that you encourage more capital investment into our country. And you ask specifically, what executive order is going to help lower prices? all of the stuff that we've done on energy, to explore more energy reserves, to develop more energy resources in the United States of America, one of the main drivers of increased prices under the Biden administration is that we had a massive increase in energy prices. Donald Trump has already taken multiple executive actions that are going to lower energy prices, and I do believe that means consumers are going to see lower prices at the pump and at the grocery store, but it's going to take a little bit of time. Rome wasn't built in a day, and while we've done a whole lot, we can't undo all of the damage of Joe Biden's presidency in 4 days.
Well, there are a lot of things that contributed to higher energy prices, and there was record oil and gas production.
Yes, Joe Biden did many terrible things.
Oh yeah, he closed down the fucking the oil stuff. He tried to close down all the oil shit before he fucking got out.
Of course, of course.
Those things. When do consumers actually get to touch and feel a difference in their lives?
Well, Margaret, how does bacon get to the grocery store? It comes on trucks that are fueled by diesel fuel. If the diesel's way too expensive, the bacon's going to become more expensive. How do we grow the bacon? Our farmers need energy to produce it. So if we lower energy prices, we are going to see lower prices for consumers, and that is what we're trying to fight for.
Well, the flurry of executive orders, most of them weren't about the economy. Many of them
were, though, Margaret. We had, I think we've taken
promise
over
of tariffs by February 1st.
We've taken over 200 executive actions, some executive orders, other executive actions. Again, this is in less than a week, and a lot of them were focused on the economy, bringing investment into our country and lowering energy prices. We've also focused on safety, restoring public safety, ending weaponization of the Department of Justice. We've done a lot. And I think the president is to be commended for actually coming in and doing something with this incredible mandate the American people gave him. He's not sitting in the Oval Office doing nothing. He's doing the American people's business, and I think they're going to see a lot of good effects from it.
Well, a lot of these announcements have yet to take effect.
Sure.
The president did say he wants to do something with an executive order in relation to federal emergency response. He said he may reform or eliminate FEMA. Instead of sending emergency responders, he may start to send a percentage of money to states to take care of themselves. But you know, FEMA has specialized expertise that some of these states just don't have in their arsenal. And
I wish
how
that they...
will states who are lower income states, the Mississippis, the Kentuckys, the Alabamas, be able to do this for themselves without federal help?
Well, the president, to be clear, is not saying we're going to leave anybody behind. He's saying that in the way that we administer these resources, some of which is coming from the federal level,
that is what I put here.
From the state level.
Only been 5 to 6 days, and people want something done now.
Who need it most.
But these are
the unreasonable people. Unreasonable people. Those are the Democrats and the blue-haired fucking retards.
Florida with some of the hurricanes has often been a disaster, and it's not because we don't have
the Hassan and criminal destiny of the world.
Prevents the rapid deployment of resources to the people who need it most.
But the states are now going to have to do this themselves?
The president is trying to encourage us to reform the way that we deliver emergency response in a way that gets resources to people who need it.
So don't take him literally.
No.
We should take the president at his word that FEMA needs desperate reform, because it does. Margaret, when I went to North Carolina as VP-elect, but before we were sworn in, people would talk about how FEMA would get resources, food, medicine, water to a warehouse, but then would have no plan to get
FEMA is the federal aid that they're supposed to give you. But there's so much bureaucratic tape that's fucking annoying to get anything done with them.
The state and local officials.
They often don't work well enough. And again,
they don't. Yeah, no, they're federal. You think the feds want to fucking help the state? Right? Everyone's trying to save money. Everyone doesn't want to spend money. Even though the feds can just fucking print money like it's nothing.
When there's a terrible disaster, they should expect food, medicine, and water to get to the people who need it. When there's a terrible fire in California, the fire hydrants ought to actually turn on. I am sick of the American people having such low expectations for their government. They should demand more of us, because this is the greatest country in the world, and that's what Donald Trump's leadership promises to bring back.
So still count on the federal government, but watch that space. Let me ask you about another area that you campaigned on quite a lot, and there was a flurry of activity on, and that has to do with immigration.
Sure.
The U.S. Conference of Catholic Bishops this week condemned some of the executive orders signed by President Trump, specifically those allowing immigration and customs enforcement to enter churches. Do you personally support the idea of conducting a raid or enforcement action in a church service, at a school?
Well, let me address this. Of course, if you have a person who is convicted of a violent crime, whether they're an illegal immigrant or a non-illegal immigrant, you have to go and get that person to protect the public safety. That's not unique to immigration. But let me just address this particular issue, Margaret, because as a practicing Catholic, I was actually heartbroken by that statement.
Yeah, there it is. He was like, yeah, I'm heartbroken by what she's saying. He's heartbroken. I'm writing it down. Heartbroken by Bishop's speech or monologue.
Bishops needs to actually look in the mirror a little bit and recognize that when they receive over $100 million to help resettle illegal immigrants, are they worried about humanitarian concerns, or are they actually worried about their bottom line?
I hate to say
We're
it, but
going to enforce
if I was a
immigration law,
criminal,
we're going to protect the
I wouldn't give a
American
fuck
people.
about
Donald Trump
humanitarian
promised
concerns.
to do that,
Like, what the
and
fuck?
I believe the U.S. Conference of Catholic Bishops, if they're worried about the
the fuck?
humanitarian costs of immigration enforcement,
Yeah, let me just do a crime and care about humanitarian concern. What the fuck? Get the fuck out of here. I fucking hate people who do this shit. So fucking brain dead. Oh my god.
them talk about the children who have been sex trafficked because of the wide open border of Joe
So
Biden.
you
Let
personally
them talk
support them
about
going into
people like
schools
Laken
and
Riley who were
churches?
brutally murdered. I support us doing law enforcement against violent
I like how
criminals, whether they're
see, this is what I don't like about how the news media outlets portray certain elements of criminal activity. It's like, oh yeah, you're going into these schools to rip out non-criminal. No. Don't be changing the fucking optics and agenda here. That's not what we're doing, you fucking weirdo.
illegal immigrants or anybody else in a way that keeps us safe. Let me ask this question, Margaret. Let's separate the immigration issue. If you had a violent murderer in a school,
yeah, if you had why are they in the school? Why was a violent murderer in the school? Why is he still in the school? What is he in the school for? Is he going to murder those children? Like, what are we doing? It's like, stop.
of course I want law enforcement to go and get that person out.
Of course.
So what's the point of the question?
Yeah.
Change the regulation this week.
Yeah, like, what kind of fucking question? If that, did you know that? What about that church stabbing motherfucker in Australia? Obviously, I want that person fucking taken the fuck out. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck is wrong with you, lady? I fucking hate people who do this shit.
That's the point of the question.
Exactly.
Giving the authority to go into churches and go into schools.
We empowered law enforcement to enforce
But
the
that
law
also
everywhere
has a
to protect
knock-on
Americans.
Effect, a chilling effect.
A chilling effect on what the fuck? See, this is why I hate these people. Yeah, you want a chilling effect? How about my foot on your fucking throat? You there's that chilling effect of you being fucking on the floor.
The U.S. Conference of Catholic Bishops has frankly not been
I
a
hate
good
this
partner
bitch.
in common sense immigration enforcement that the American people voted for. And I hope, again, as a devout Catholic, that they'll do better.
There are 5 legal challenges already to one of the other immigration actions.
Oh.
The order on birthright
Some
citizenship.
thunder.
A federal judge appointed by Ronald
I heard the
Reagan,
rumbles.
I think you'd agree, has some conservative credentials.
Sure.
Paused the order to end birthright citizenship, calling it blatantly unconstitutional. How do you reconcile this challenge to the 14th Amendment to the Constitution?
So I obviously disagree with that judge, and these things, some of them will be litigated. That's the nature of our constitutional system. But here's the basic idea of President Trump's view on this. If you are a lawful permanent resident or a legal immigrant who plans to stay, your children, of course, should become American citizens. But let's say you're the child of an ambassador. You don't become...
But that's not part of it.
Well, that is
already a carve-out
an
having to deal
important
with kids of
principle.
diplomats.
But we're saying that carve-out should apply to anybody who doesn't plan to stay here. If you come here on vacation and you have a baby in an American hospital, that baby doesn't become an American citizen. If you're an illegal alien and you come here temporarily, hopefully, Your child does not become an American citizen by virtue of just having been born on American soil. There's a very basic principle in American immigration law that if you want to become an American citizen and you've done it the right way, and the American people in their collective wisdom have welcomed you into our national community, then you become a citizen. But temporary residents, people who come in here, whether legally or illegally, and don't plan to stay, their children shouldn't become American citizens. I don't know any country that does that or why we would be different.
Well, this is a country founded by immigrants.
Well, this is a country founded by... This is a very unique country, and it was founded by some immigrants and some settlers, but just because we were founded by immigrants doesn't mean that 240 years later that we have to have the dumbest immigration policy in the world. No country says that temporary visitors, their children, will be given complete access to the benefits and blessings of American citizenship. America should actually look out for the interests of our citizens first, and that means, again, if you're here permanently and lawfully, your kid becomes an American citizen. If you're not here permanently, if you're not subject to the
I hate how we have to draw. I hate how we Why do we have to really draw the distinction between illegal and legal represent? Like, what are we doing here? Why are we interviewing these why are we listening to these people that interview, and they're saying the stupidest shit ever sometimes? Like, why do we gotta draw this distinction of illegal between illegal? Like, what the fuck? We're obviously after the illegal motherfuckers. Like, what are you doing, you fucking bimbo? You obviously are trying to stir some shit.
Of the United States and don't plan to be. Why would we make those people's children American citizens permanently?
I want to ask you about...
why would you allow why would you allow criminals to keep doing criminal activity and then allow them to have citizenship as a criminal and then to give them more It's like, what? Yeah, let's do more criminal shit.
By the president.
Fucking
That
Christ.
has nothing to do with the U.S. border. Refugee screening takes 18 to 24 months to go through. They are heavily vetted. Left literally at the airport this week were thousands of Afghans, some of whom had worked with the United States government and were promised.
I'm sorry, I
to
hate
come
this
here. When
bitch.
you
Oh,
talked to us in August, you said,
if I
don't
could
think
put
we
her
should
in a
abandon
fucking
anybody
body
who's been
bag, I
properly
would.
vetted and helped us. Do
I'm
you stand by
sorry.
that?
Well, Margaret, I don't agree that all these immigrants or all these refugees have been properly vetted. In fact, we know that there are cases of people who allegedly were properly vetted and then were literally planning terrorist attacks on our country. That happened during the campaign, if you may remember. So clearly not all of these foreign nationals
But there are
have been properly
30,000
vetted.
people in the pipeline, Afghan refugees.
But my primary
Do you stand by
concern
it?
as the vice president, Margaret, is to look after the American people. And now that
So
we
no.
know that we have vetting problems with a lot of these refugee programs, we absolutely cannot unleash thousands of unvetted people into our country.
These
It's
people are
not
vetted.
good.
These people are vetted.
Just like the guy who planned a terrorist attack in Oklahoma a few months ago, he was allegedly properly vetted, and many people in the media and the Democratic Party
he's
said
properly
he was
vetted. No, get the fuck
Clearly
out
he
of here.
wasn't. I don't
Even
want
if
my
properly
children
vetted
to share
people,
a neighborhood with
people
who
still
are
slip
not
through the
properly vetted, and
fucking
because I
right.
don't want it for my kids, I'm not going
Nope.
to force any other American citizens' kids to do that either.
No, and that was a very particular case. It wasn't clear if he was radicalized when he got here.
Shut the
or-
fuck up, wait. You see, this is what I hate. No. See, I am the one who, I am for one, I don't give a fuck. You guys are shady. No. I hate to say it, but you're coming to our country because you want to flee your own country for some reason? No. I'm sorry, not gonna happen. That's your own fault. You shouldn't have fled your own country for whatever fucking dumb reason you did.
While he was living
I
here.
don't really
But,
care, Margaret. I don't want that person in my country, and I think most Americans agree with me.
2 weeks ago, you were on Fox News and you said if you protested peacefully on January 6th and had Merrick Garland...
The other thing is, the United States can't hold all of these people. Literally. So what are you gonna do when you allow all these fucking people to come in who have no homes? Right? They're just gonna be all over the fucking streets, shitting, pissing all over the fucking streets. fucking eating out of fucking trash cans and shit. Like, what are we doing here? No, stop that. Like, are we going back to the old days where we have literal famine and drought and shit like that? So people can just live on the streets and die slowly? Like, no, stop. Why are you guys allowing this shit to happen? Just constantly. There's literally homeless encampments all over the fucking place, and you can't even do that properly. And then you want to allow all these other fucking people to come in who we have no idea if they're going to be okay or not? No, I'm sorry. You really need to fix the fucking issues that are here right now. Not bring in more fucking issues. What are we doing here? Bringing in more issues constantly every fucking day. I don't understand. Like, what? We have tons of issues still here, and then you bring in more fucking issues to aggravate the issue even more. Like, what the fuck are we doing?
Department of Justice treat you like a gang member.
You're literally going to run everyone
if you
ragged.
Violence on that day, obviously you shouldn't be pardoned. Did you counsel the president against these blanket pardons?
Like, this effect is going to affect so many generations. Right? It's affecting Gen Z. It's affecting my generation. It's affecting the generation before me. Right? And after me. It's like, what the fuck are we? It's going to affect 2 more generations probably after me. Like, what the fuck are we doing here?
The quote is that, of course, there are gray areas.
Stop bringing these people in. Stop.
Department of Justice
Fix the goddamn issues with your goddamn cartels. Your goddamn gangbangers who are still fucking causing issues all over. Fucking East Coast, West Coast rivalry bullshit. Fuck out of here.
What we did, we looked at 1,600 cases, and the thing that came out of it, Margaret, is that there was a massive
you got fucking OnlyFans chicks fucking stabbing people and shit, cutting people's, poisoning people.
The president believes that. I believe that, and I think he made the right decision.
Daniel Rodriguez used an electroshock weapon against a policeman who was dragged out of the defensive line by plunging it into the officer's neck. He was imprisoned, sentenced to 12 years, 7 months.
Yeah, that too. You have the whole defund the police too. From Democrats, by the way. I think some Republicans wanted to do it too. But all in all, some of you people have fucked shit up. You have really fucked the system.
Margaret, you're separating, there's an important issue here. There's what the people actually did on January the 6th, and we're not saying that everybody did everything perfectly. And then what did Merrick Garland's Department of Justice do in unjustly prosecuting well over 1,000 Americans in a way that was politically motivated?
Is violence like that against a police officer ever justified?
Violence.
I'm just I'm just gonna say it. Having to fucking clarify right from wrong constantly, by the way, it's starting to get real fucking annoying. Like, at this point, I might just fucking take out my gun and start fucking capping these fucking dumbasses. You want some fucking vigilante justice? Is that what everybody wants? Vigilante justice? You really want the fucking purge? Have at it, why don't you? Fucking assholes.
Police officer is not justified, but that doesn't mean that you should have.
Go ahead, start doing the purge. You know, when that shit hits the fan, you know for sure. Civil war is gonna ensue.
That was not applied to many people, including, of course, the Black Lives Matter rioters who killed over 24 people and never had the weight of a weaponized Department of Justice
Yeah,
come
fuck
against
these.
them.
I'm so sick of
Department
this
power
shit.
is not just for people who are angels or people who are perfect. And of course, we love our law enforcement and want people to be peaceful with everybody. But
yeah, also, I
especially with
feel
our
like
good cops.
perfection.
That's a separate issue from what Merrick Garland's Department of Justice did. We rectified a wrong, and I stand by it.
I'm being told we're out of time, but I want to quickly ask you, the richest men in the world were at that Capitol on Inauguration Day. Heads of Amazon, Google, Mark Zuckerberg of Facebook. In August, you told us Google and Facebook are too big. We ought to take the Teddy Roosevelt approach. Break them up. Don't let them control what people are allowed to say. They've now donated to the Trump inauguration. Are you still going to break up big tech?
So, you know who else was at the inauguration was my mom, and a lot of people who just
I mean,
supported the president and fought every single day
big
to
tech
get
will
his
always
election.
get broken up because it's a monopoly.
To the inauguration.
Well, there were a lot of people who didn't give $1 million to the inauguration.
They got pretty good seating.
Who were on that stage, Margaret. They didn't have as good a seating as my mom and a lot of other people who were there to support us. But look, we believe fundamentally that big tech does have too much power, and there are two ways they can go about this. They can either respect Americans' constitutional rights, they can stop engaging in censorship, and if they don't, you can be absolutely sure that Donald Trump's leadership is not going to look too kindly on them.
So they're still on notice.
They're very much on notice.
Well, obviously they're on fucking notice. I fucking hate this bitch. Whoever's asking some of these questions, I want to I want their heads on a pike, to be honest. I'm so annoyed. I'm so annoyed by these questions because it's like you could be actually asking for meaningful questions, but no, you're faced with these dumb fucking these dumb questions of talking about stuff we already know. Like, get the fuck. Why are we doing this? Like, why? Why are you such a fucking cunt? Why? This is why I fucking hate people. Oh, God. Oh. Like, if in a sentence you say certain fucking words, oh, you are gonna fucking piss me the fuck off, probably. Especially if you're a fucking Biden shill or a fucking Kamala shill or a fucking Democrat shill for any of these fuckwits. Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking stick your head on a pike. I don't give a fuck who you are. If you're my own goddamn teacher, your fucking head is on a pike if I think you're doing something fucking shady. Oh, I don't give a fuck if you're some fucking teen. Your ass is getting kicked. It's a baby, I'm kicking that fucking baby. Don't kick the baby. Yes, kick the baby. Fuck you. Vimo is a joke. They didn't help my mother and brother in the past CA campfire. Neither did Red Cross. Vimo blocks it. Well, there you go. There's one person. My word, JD is sharp. He is literally relaxing for a minute. He is like a bulldog. This answer this is refreshing. Margaret is looking at notes. He is not. Yeah, the fact that she was looking at notes or at questions to ask him and try to rile him up with, right? Like she did a bad job. They're still not getting it. So yeah, that's the other thing. She's obviously paid to do things for the Democrats and say specific things for the Democrats. So it's really fucking annoying. Alright, it's really blatant too. Yeah, she is more interested in arguing to get a gotcha. She is not a good journalist. Yeah, I mean, she's at this point, these people aren't journalists. They are literally activists pushing a narrative to run our country ragged. And it's like when the policies when these people do get the policies they want, they're just like, "Oh no, we didn't want it. It was Trump's fault. We didn't want this." It's like, you motherfucker. You voted for this and now you're blaming it on the other party. Nice. Nice way to be a fucking cunt. Nice way to get your fucking throat slit next time. Fucking asshole. Oh. Anyways. Yeah, just like Hassan. Fuck. A lot of these people need to fucking... they need to go down in the trenches and never come out, basically. Fuck these. Fucking hate them. It's like if people want to try and enact whatever these fucking communists and socialists want to do, and then when some of those policies do get enacted, you see the country just fall to the fucking floor. Fuck these people.